everyone, Coffee and Colouring here, and welcome back to another video. So we have some major catching up to do. I have a bunch of colouring books to show you guys, some finished coloured pages that I have not yet shown you for past months. But this is mainly going to be a November completed pages video. So I also have 4 pictures I did in July. I have one that I did in August, and I have so that's all I kind of have to catch you up on. So not too many pages. September and October I didn't do any colouring, and September was my birthday month as well, so yeah, it was quite busy. And yeah, then my November pages. So in November I completed 15 pages from a total of 8 different books, I believe. So yeah, and if you guys would like to know kind of where I've been, haven't really been posting, as some of you probably have noticed, just go and watch my recent colouring book haul video. It's a colouring book haul from July to now to November, or from August to November, something like that, but it's the recent colouring book haul video because in the first 5 minutes of that video I kind of explain where I've been, for those of you who were wondering. So I want to get right into it. I'm so excited to see all the November completed pages videos that are going to come out. And yeah, some of these are very, very old. It feels like I did them forever ago, but yeah, this first one I have here is actually a whip, so it's not completed, but I did start it in July. And it's this one. I have the outline done in black Posca pen of the Dalmatian, so I just need to go over it with Crayola Super Tips and then colour it with Prismacolor pencils. So I'll put that aside because it's still a whip. So that's the first book I have to show you. Okay, so now I'll get into the ones in order of each month. So in July I did one from this book. There's more tabs, but we'll come back to it. So the one that I did in July was this one here of Pocahontas from the book 70 Plus Cartoon Characters by Jennifer Rowling. So this one I used, it's a good thing I wrote these down or else I would not remember, Ohuhu markers. I used Sharpie Ultrafine and one Elite brush marker, which was for the background, this light blue, and I'm assuming I used the Sharpie for the black in the hair because that's usually what I use in these books. I use black Sharpies for the outline. I knew this puzzle was going to be Pocahontas because you could kind of just tell from the outlines, and there is an example image on the back, so I did really feel like doing it for some reason, so that's why I chose that page. And yeah, that's that one from this book. So that was that one that I did in July. And these are all colour by number-ish books. So next I have Mystery Colours by Joe Bartos. And I remember doing this page when I just could not sleep and I had work early the next day. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to get this book out and start colouring. And I just finished a whole page, and then not long after that I was able to get to sleep. So I did this page here of the chicks. I will turn it around for you, but I used Ohuhu markers, Olips, like Olip markers, and the Olip brush markers. I used both. I used a white Posca pen, and yeah, the Posca pen was to fix some of the white that I went over. So that's what I used. I can't really fit this in. Let me just adjust. So that's that page there. Really cute. It was really fun and really helped relax my mind again when I couldn't sleep. So I did have fun doing that one. And here's the bleed through. So I'll show you the solutions for this one and then my one. I like to do that sometimes. So there's the solution, and then there's my one. And yeah, here's where I went over with the white Posca pen because the yellow bled in some of it and I think some of the blue. So that is that one. I am going to try my best to do Christmas pages in December. Not all, but I want to try and focus on it a little bit more because I never do that. I say this all the time. I just color whatever I feel like any month, and even when it's, you know, October and I want to color Halloween images, I just gravitate to what I gravitate towards. So, and I don't like to put pressure on myself to do just something that I don't necessarily feel like coloring at the time. So that's why I'm not the best with it, but I do want to really try do that for December. So next, the last book that I worked on in July is Relax and Color Inverted Mandala by I'm not sure. Oh, Sun Life Drawing. I couldn't remember who it was by. You guys, if you watched the coloring book haul video, I was excited to show you this. I am someone who doesn't color mandalas. I thought this would be a step in the right direction to try it out because it's just the line work, and they're blacked out images like so. So yeah, because I've been really wanting to try and get into them, just for mindless coloring really. And I did have a lot of fun with the ones I did do. So I just went in order. There was a sneak peek, but there's this one. This was the first one I did. And I used Sakura Jelly Roll Moonlights for it. And I had just bought a pack of them, of all the colors. So that's what I wanted to use in this book. Sorry, there's kind of a shine on the black paper because of my light, but it's very saturated and just glides on the paper. I really, really like them. So I just did this theme, just picked up whatever really. And then the next page I did this one, so that was more of a cool toned one. So then I wanted to do a warm toned image and use some different colors. And again, I just used my Sakura Jelly Roll Moonlights for this. So yeah, these are the pack that I ordered that were new to me at the time when I received this book. They're the Jelly Roll Moonlights and they come with 2 whites. So I think I just got this on Amazon by searching Sakura Jelly Roll. And yeah, there's 12 in here and these are all the colors. So that's what I used. I thought I would show that. So yeah, and then I did this one here. So we have a yellowish color in the center, an orange and a pink on the outside. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was having so much fun working on these, but then I kind of just left it because I got into the coloring slump a little bit. So for August, there was 1 page I did. So I did 4 pages in July. And then in August, the one that I did was again by Jennifer Rowling, the 70+ cartoon characters. Because I had done so many puzzles towards the back, I had one left, the last page on the back. See, here's the thank you end part. So I did this one and it's Ursula. So yeah, I did have a lot of fun working on that. I used Ohuhu markers on this one and just a black Sharpie. When I say Ohuhu markers only, that is the regular fine tip and chisel tip. When I say Ohuhu brush markers, I am talking about the brush markers, just so you guys know. But yeah, we have this one of Ursula. So that was really fun. Yeah, again, I wasn't coloring much, but I just felt like doing this page. I think I had, oh no, it wasn't this one actually, it was another page, which I'll tell you. So that's that one that I did, and like I said, I didn't colour in September and October, and now we get to my main pages that I completed, which is my November pages. So here are my November pages. So this month, that depends when this goes up because I'm filming this on November 30th. Tomorrow is the 1st of December, so we'll see when I get this video up. I'm going to try and work on it and get it out as soon as I can. But yeah, so I have 15 in total pages completed, and they're from 8 different books. So this was a very great month for me to get back into coloring. I just randomly really felt like it, and I have missed it so much. But November, I think it wasn't the start of November, it was like late November I started getting back into doing pages, or halfway through November I believe. So 15's pretty good considering that, and I just had a lot of fun, like so much fun working in coloring books again. And yeah, just kind of watching videos and catching up on videos and stuff. So it's been great. Hoping I can stay into it. You know how it is with life getting in the way sometimes, or work, or you just have a coloring slump, or you're sick, like anything can happen. But yeah, let me just get right into these. So I'll show you the non-color by number books first. So first I have Little Monsters by Polly Jenkins. I love this book. It's so simple. So the first one I did is this one here. So I used Ohuhu brush markers, a white Posca for the highlights, and I used my Ohuhu blending marker for the first time ever on this image, and I used it just to smooth out the yellow here, which I think it did a really good job instead of it being a solid yellow white line. I was really surprised at how it works. I don't really use it just because I blend colors with the markers themselves, but because I wanted the yellow to blend into the white of the paper, I just tried it out. Yeah, really happy with this one. Very simple, just straight alcohol marker coloring, and then I used the same marker once it dried to do the shading over the top of it. So yeah, and then I have the white Posca pen as the highlights, and I added it on his tongue as well, give it some texture. And this one is based, I don't think anyone will know what I'm talking about. If you guys know the brand Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to have Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards as a kid, and there was this one like Cyclops looking little monster. It was fluffy and brown, and I remember it had one purple eye. Or no, it did have two, but it was fuzzy and furry, and it was like this brown color, and it had like little green hands. I don't know, it just reminded me of it, so I got inspiration from that to choose these colors. And then I decided to do another one that was really simple, and it was this guy here. Both of these are posted on my Instagram. So yeah, I have this little guy, and I use the exact same things as the other one except for the blender marker. So it's just Ohuhu brush markers and then a little bit of white Posca pen for highlights. And I quite like, I just wanted to try it out, but I added some darkness to the fur just with lines from the brush marker where it already was. So yeah, and then up the top here I tried going a few flicks with a white Posca pen, and I kind of liked the look of it before I did that, so I didn't do it where the other fuzzy bits are. And originally I had like this dark shade here for the fur, and I kind of like that more, and then I added another darker shade over the top, which I think it's a bit too dark. I don't know, but he still looks really cute. It was fun playing around with this page nevertheless. And yeah, there's the back of him, and here's the back of that one. Just love to see it, like the layers. But yeah, very fun, simple book. I did get this from Amazon Australia, and someone in my comment section on my coloring book haul video wanted this book, and I linked it, and for some reason it's not up for them, and I gave them the ISBN number as well. So there it is if you need it again. But yeah, for some reason, even on my Amazon, it wasn't linked anymore. I went to my old shopping cart and old purchases, and it just wasn't up there. So I don't know what's happening with this one, but hopefully they put it up again. Really, really like this book. So next is Matchstick Mouse, by an autumn coloring book by Morgan O'Brien. I'm sure many of you know this artist and their books. And yeah, I just really, even before I got into the coloring slump and I stopped coloring, I've really been wanting to do more alcohol marker based pictures with Prismacolor shading over the top. So that's why I selected this book to work in, because that's exactly what I did. And I forgot to mark it, but I did this page here. There is a post on my Instagram. So it is just Ohuhu brush markers as the base with Prismacolor pencils over the top. And then I used an Arteza glitter gel pen for the stars. Don't think you can see it properly. There's a little bit of a sparkle. And then of course I sprayed it down with fixative setting spray when I was finished. So yeah, I just based the whole thing with a color, and yeah, went ahead and shaded with the Prismacolors. And I really love how he turned out. So that is that one. And on my Instagram post that I have, Morgan O'Brien commented on it, so that was really cool. I've heard other colorists say that he's done the same thing, so I love that. He's very interactive with people who get his books, and yeah, I just love that. I think it's really great for, you know, him to be doing that. So yeah, and it felt really nice as well, so thank you. If I don't think he watches these, but if he does, thank you, Morgan, for that. And yeah, definitely love this book and want to do more, and they're just so easy to color and so fun. So yeah, that is what I did in that book. Next I have Monster for Kids coloring book, and again wanted to do a marker base with pencils over the top, so I just chose a pretty random page. I chose this one of Dracula. So yeah, I did want to post this one. I haven't posted it yet. So I used Ohuhu markers, Elite brush markers for some of the color. I used some Ohuhu brush markers for, I think I just used it for the background, and a Posca pen for the highlights, and then Prismacolor pencil over the top for the shading. So yeah, this one all based in those markers I said. I did the Posca pen for the highlights and the little stars. I added this background, just a nice simple shape. And yeah, I do like how he turned out. I want to do more like this, like I said, but I also, in this book specifically, I would like to try just coloring it all in markers and blending in it, because they're quite simple, so it'll be fun to practice different techniques. And yeah, that's this one here. I had fun doing this one too, and yeah, thought it turned out quite cute. So that is that one there. And the last book I have that's a non-color by number, and I've been wanting to color in this for ages, is Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. So I only finished this a couple days ago, but yeah, I'm very excited that I finally did a page in here. So I did this one here. So I'm very happy with how she turned out. Kind of went out of my comfort zone a bit because the reason I kind of haven't coloured any of these pages is because I was scared to colour the skin. But one way to learn, and one thing I want to do, is push myself to do things that I'm not comfortable with, because I will figure it out as I go. And I actually like how her skin turned out, and it wasn't that hard to do. You just gotta blend and choose correct colors so it doesn't look off, really. So yeah, for this one I used Ohuhu brush markers to base the whole thing, and then I shaded with Prismacolor pencils. I used a Posca pen for the highlights and all the white. I also used a Sharpie ultrafine and a regular, no, yeah, just a Sharpie ultrafine for the border to black it out. And then of course I sprayed this with fixative when I finished everything to set it. So this is all the Ohuhu brush marker bleed through. Of course, gotta have that blotter page so you don't cover your other image. And yeah, I did choose quite a light bluey color. I knew I wanted her hair to be black. This was actually too blue than what I thought, so I had to color over most of the hair with Prismacolors. And I still think I did it a little bit too dark. I still think it looks great because I wanted her to have black hair, but I wanted you to see the shine of like a dark blue. But I think I made it a bit too dark, so it's not too, like, doesn't stand out too much. It almost looks like a black blob of hair. But yeah, I'm still very happy with it. I'm very happy with her eye and her lips and her skin. I was very, very proud of myself for doing the skin. So I had the base done and the hair finished with the shading for a really long time, and then yeah, a couple days ago I finished the skin and her eye and like the rose tattoo and her lips and the highlights and the border. So yeah, now I it's kind of like when you finish a page that from a book that you've been wanting to work in for ages and have put off and off and off, you just want to keep going now. And that's the thing, I want to break those barriers more so then I can work in books that I've always wanted to work in and just hold myself back. And another thing I realized, but I had already done the tattoo base red and green for the rose, but I should have done it a skin tone, I think, to then add red pencil shading to make it actually look like a real tattoo. I should know this. I have tattoos. I have a rose tattoo as well, and yeah, it didn't click in my mind, and it was already too late, but I'm still very happy with it, and it's just a coloring picture. So yeah, this one I would like to post too, but this is my first time showing it, and I hope you guys like it. So that is that book. I'm really, really happy with pushing myself to do pencil shading because I've been wanting to do it and I'm the only one just stopping myself, and because I get a bit lazy sometimes as well. But yeah, so that is that page. Next we have the famous to me 70 plus cartoon characters by Jennifer Rowling again, and this time I just wanted to do some towards the beginning of the book that I haven't had done yet. So I did this one of Cruella, and I used Ohuhu markers and then one brush Ohuhu marker, which was for the skin tone, which was number 3 cream. So the lighter skin tone was the Ohuhu brush. The rest was just regular Ohuhu markers. And this was the one I was going to say for Ursula by accident, but I had the black outline done for a while on this one. And then, yeah, I just had to color it. So it took me a while to actually color it, like weeks probably, but then I did end up coloring this one. So yeah, that's cool. And then I did the next one after that, which was Genie from Aladdin. And I used Sharpies for the black, and then, and same for Cruella, I forgot to say, and just Ohuhu markers. And yeah, he turned out really cool. There's, I've done all the examples on the back except for this one and this one. So yeah, he is ticked off, and I do want to work in this book kind of in order now, because I got so many towards the back done and just in the middle, so I don't know. I'll still flip to randoms, but I think when I come back to it I want to do just a few at the start. So yeah, those are the pages I did in this one. Next, of course, I had to do one in my Vampire Diaries Dots, Lines and Spirals book. I love this book and I really do want to finish it. So when I can or get the chance or feel like a Dots, Lines and Spirals book, I gravitate towards this one. So I ended up doing a Dots one, and it's Alaric. Now I always use Sharpie Ultra Fines in this book. There's the back, there's Damon on the other side from another month. But yeah, I'd say I'm pretty sure I'm halfway in this book, halfway done, 50%. So, or maybe a page over that, I don't know. But yeah, I did count them, but I can't remember what it was. So yeah, I did that one, had a lot of fun working on it. And yeah, I have an even amount of like dots and spirals to complete, and I've done a couple more of the lines ones because they're my favorite. So that is that book. And next I have my Color by Number for Kids, volume 1, because if you watch my whole video, I got volume 2 and I love this book. In one of my last completed pages videos, you guys saw I did like so many in order. So yeah, I just decided to do one that I was feeling like that was next in line, and it was this one. It's a little car. I just use a black Sharpie for all the black, which is only on the wheels, and touch 5s, which do yellow, but I don't care in this book. That's why I don't put plastic covers on it. You could see some of the images from last time have a lot of yellowing on them, some worse than others. It's all on her face, but you know, it's more the process in this book for me, so I don't mind the yellowing too much. Yeah, that's that one I did. Okay, this book was my book this month. This was the one I gravitated towards and couldn't stop doing pages in it. I feel like we have that almost every month, but everyone has it at some stage in their coloring life. Like, I just, yeah, have one where I cannot stop coloring sometimes, or is the favorite, I would say. So it's Mystery Mosaic, Color by Number, Zombie Food, and this is a book by Sunny Publishing. Sorry, I'm having a blank. Yeah, Sunny Publishing, I was correct. So yeah, this was a new book not long ago. I think it was in July maybe, but yeah, it's one of my newer ones, so I wanted to work in it, and I love the Sunny Publishing Mystery Mosaic books. I love them so much. So like the other books, I don't know if you've seen, but I coloured a lot of them for the first time, puzzle number 14, just because that's my lucky and favourite number, so I started with that one in here, which is this guy, this Fries, this is Zombie Fries. So I just used Ohuhu brush markers for this whole image, even the black, because I wanted to see if I could do it with a brush marker tip. I definitely think it was a little harder to do, but it still looks okay. Yeah, he looks really cool. And then I just decided after him that I would go ahead and work in order. So the first page we have here is the cover image. So I mainly use just Ohuhu markers in here, the regular ones, but I wanted to try the brush markers on that other page. So I use my Ohuhu markers, and then number 8 and 2 were my Ohuhu brush markers. So the sky blue, which is most of the burger, and the light blue. which is this really light blue up here. So here's the cover. My one definitely looks more saturated, and my color key is pretty much exact. So yeah, this one's just lighter on the cover, but this is the one I did. I think it looks really awesome. I love seeing these finished and all the colors they use. And I really like this book in particular by them, because instead of having a similar kind of background color every single time, they've all been pretty different. So the next one I did was this guy here. I think he's meant to be a soft drink can, or like most of you would probably say soda. So yeah, zombie soda with a straw coming out, and his tongue's blue. So yeah, this one I used Ohuhu markers, and then number 18 and 16 were all leaps, which is the light blue, the very, very light blue, and the sky blue again, which is number 16. So not too much of it was that. It's mainly Ohuhu markers. And this one surprised me. I didn't expect or know that there would be a rainbow themed background. And as I was coloring, I was like, oh, how it's not, you know, I'm putting red down and it's not going anywhere else, purple not anywhere else. And then I realized it was going to be rainbow, and yeah, I really like how it looks. It came out really awesome, makes the picture stand out, and it's just really colorful and pretty. So and next did this one, which is the ice cream or popsicle. And for this one I used Ohuhu markers. I used Oleeps for the background, and an Oleep brush marker for the background. And then I accidentally, for some reason, as much as I hate, you know, stuffing up the colors, I made the popsicle stick a red, because the tan was covered on here and it was 3 letters, so I assumed it was red. And then I saw that another number was red later on, and then I realized it said tan. So I had already done it red, but I just went over with my tan Posca pen, which I think came out okay, and that I fixed it. So this one is an example image on the back as well, with the burger. So that one, and there's my one. Had so much fun doing this one. I had fun doing all of these. Then I did this one, again an example image on the back. I used just my Ohuhu markers and one Ollie brush marker, which was for the blue in the background, because my Ohuhu was really low. So yeah, it's this cupcake zombie. On the tongue, I did have to go over in a Posca pen because I went over the colours by accident. So I just went over with a white Posca pen and coloured the pink over the top. And yeah, so far the ones that I have said nothing about Sharpies, I actually did use my regular Ohuhu marker to do all the black outline, except for the last one I'm going to show you. But yeah, this one's really cool. There's like blood splatters and like a bone sticking out. This one's cool. I like it. I really like the style in here and all the colours. So yeah, and there's the back. And then the last one I did in here, which I only completed today before I had to go to work, is this one here. So this one's cool as well. Again, a different background. I love it. So this one I used Ohuhu markers, and then I used a black Sharpie for the outline, and I did my classic Sharpie Ultra Fine to outline all the black squares, and then I coloured it with the thicker tip of the Sharpie. I just feel like you can get a more accurate square shape that way, because the Ultra Fines are thinner. So yeah, I believe this is a zombie taco. It looks really cool. So I had the black outline done one other day. I think it was only yesterday, and then I finished colouring it all in today. So yeah, actually I did the black outline, and then I also did the background, I think, and then I coloured the actual zombie food today. And yeah, this was the last image I completed for the month, and I really love it. Really, really love this book. There's 25 images in it in total, so there's only 2 from the back that I haven't done, the gingerbread and the popcorn. But yeah, then the rest are just so exciting to do because you don't know what they're going to be. There's no solutions, just other books they have. And yeah, that's why I love these books so much, because it's like the Jennifer Rowling book. I love that they don't have solutions. I know some people might prefer it, but then it's just such a mystery, as it says in the name, and I love that so much about these coloring books. And yeah, the pages turn out amazing. So yeah, really colorful. I think my light green here is going to be going low real soon because I've had to use it on so many images, and I've used it in my zombie coloring book by them, Dazzling Zombies I think it's called. But yeah, that's this book. So that is everything I have colored for November and from July to August. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and catching up on the coloring pages that I had yet to post, and I'm very excited to watch all of your guys' videos. For those of you who don't watch my coloring book haul that I suggested to find out where I've been, I will say that my posting is just, there is no schedule, and to make it a bit easier for myself so I don't have to stress and put pressure on myself, I'm not going to, add any added pressure of posting a bunch of videos. I'll mainly focus on my completed pages and the book hauls, which I'm already trying not to purchase many more books unless I need them in my collection. But yeah, and then going forward, if I have time or just randomly feel like doing a coloring chart or a tutorial or something, I will do that as well. But yeah, thank you guys for being patient with me and for being so kind. I had a lot of kind comments on my coloring book haul video, and I really appreciate it. I teared up reading some of the comments because I'm just not used to that kind of positive attention and understanding of going through something. So yeah, I really appreciate all of you so much. And yeah, I can't even thank you guys enough, seriously. Like, I love this community so much, and it's such a good outlet to color and then, you know, to relax and then to show everyone and see what other people have done. So it's just such an awesome community, and I'm just glad I'm a part of it. So yeah, with that being said, I will let you guys go. Probably click on the next completed pages video that you see pop up. I hope you do, because I know I will be doing that as well. So thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.